Hey guys, Gabriel here from Serial Killers. We're at the E3 2019 with the executive producer of MachineGames, Jack Gustafsson. Maybe his first question for Wolfenstein Youngblood, why the co-op focus?
It's something that we have been thinking about for a while, and we feel so comfortable now with the through the gun experience and the shooting experience, and we have been doing these story-driven single-player games for so long. So the main reason is actually that we just wanted to try something new, and we also had this, it's always felt like such an appealing thing to do, just to add a second player in there and see how it works. And I'm glad we did, because it's super fun to play together with a friend.
We already played, I think, around 30 minutes. I saw something in the bar, in the health bar, like a shared life. Can players expect more features like that, like a shared life or shared experience with the other player or something?
We try to add a lot of different elements just to encourage cooperative play, but we also are. It's also very important for us that you can play the game if you're alone and solo. But the shared life is a good example of another retro element that we are adding to the series to get that retro feeling that we have been doing before as well in the previous games. But now when we're at the 80s, it feels extra good to add a little bit more of that.
Can we expect some more online multiplayer features, like after the game, or expanding on the game, or is it really just the story together?
This is a two-player co-op game, yes.
Okay.
The focus for us here has been to take Wolfenstein with this spin-off story and do something different and to try to get that experience through where you actually can get to play our games together with a friend as well, and of course that's a big change for us, and it's something new, but it's also very exciting.
I saw some things changed up, like the enemies, like the weapons. Could you go into detail with that? Like, what's the difference from the last two Wolfenstein games in terms of that?
Everything is as a consequence of that, of going co-op. So there's a lot of things that we have done. Weapons are a good example, because we have put a lot of focus to add a lot of upgrades and a lot of ways to customize your weapon, just to make sure that there are many ways for you to customize your playstyle through the weapons, so that you can complement each other in cooperative gameplay.
There's also, I think, a new level of verticality, because there were some double jumps and then jump passages. Are you expanding on that also through the game?
Yes, we are. The girls have a power suit. So, and as you play through the game, you level up. So we have a level progression system, and every time you level up, you get this ability point, and you can spend those ability points to upgrade your power suit. And the double jump is one of these things that comes with the power suit. And and that feature in particular is especially important when you perform combat. So I guess you played from the beginning of the game, where you have these tutorial sections in the balloon of the Zeppelin where you do the double jump, and that is also to educate the player, because in the game, throughout the game, there are a few more of those more puzzle-like sections, but pretty much all the combat scenarios in the game have very good opportunities to use that feature.
We saw a mentioning of the Käfer soundtrack from the previous Wolfenstein games. Is Mick Gordon again doing the soundtrack for the game?
No, Mick Gordon is not involved. He is full at work on the Doom soundtrack for the Doom game. But Martin Stig Andersson, who also worked on New Colossus, is back. And then we have another really great composer called Tom Salta. So what we have done with the music and the 80s vibe we have been working with is something that I feel is really strong in Youngblood. We have also done all these covers we made for New Colossus, these Newmont records. We have also done have a musician called Ross Treganza, who has done 80s remixes of all of those songs. So we have pretty cool 80s remixes version of all the Newmont records.
As final question, working so long on games that feature Nazi time and stuff like that. I mean, you mostly take a humorous or a sarcastic take on it, but could you give us a glimpse, like how is it working on stuff like that, like the research through the team, like does it do an impact on the team or?
To some extent, yes. There are, especially in New Colossus, there was a lot of talk about this, the political aspect of it, and with the game with Nazis. But we try not to focus on that. We don't work political messaging into the stories we do. But the game, of course, is to some extent political, since we have Nazis in it, right? But we try to do our own thing, and in our games, the Nazis are, the Hitler and the Nazi regime is portraying the evil of the world, and you are there as a player to fight that evil. That's the whole premises of the game.
Okay, thanks for taking your time. It was great.
Thank you.